In this video, we're going to talk about the value of membership in HR associations when you are a student. You might be skeptical about the benefit, but we'll talk about all of that, and that's coming up now. Hi there, I'm Andrea Adams and the host of HR Shop Talk, and we're going to talk about all things HR. Please subscribe to the show or podcast to keep learning from my guests. Today, my guest is Ioana Giurca. Ioana is the CEO of CPHR Alberta, and she's a bit new to the role. One of her first goals is to help student members realize the benefits of their membership. Hi, Ioana, how are you?
Hello, Andrea. I am well, thank you. Happy to be here today.
So we're going to have a conversation about the benefits to students, but let's just back up a tiny bit. You've made students a focus. Why?
Sure, I can speak to that. My favorite part, actually. I just want to give just a quick overview of what CPHR or who CPHR Alberta is. CPHR Alberta is the designating body for chartered professionals in human resources, and it's a provincial member of CPHR Canada. Mm-hmm. The CPHR designation is the professional standard in Canada. We are a strong community of over 6,000 CPHR students, practitioners, designates, and retired human resources practitioners across Alberta, Northwest Territory, and Nunavut. And you ask me why I'm making this a priority. The association is on a well-defined path that's been guided by our board of directors, and it's been guided by our stakeholders, members, and we have a clear path and a clear strategic plan. So one of the priorities is actually all the priorities are supporting our member-first philosophy. Okay. So building a strong and sustainable organization is a priority to us, and having emerging professionals as members of the association, such as students, ensures that processes are in place to support our long-term sustainability. So basically, that's why we're seeing such an important piece of building the pipeline and building the longevity to the profession with bringing and supporting students, as students are going to be the future of the association and giving back to the community and to the society in general by eventually becoming designated members.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's so many students out there going, well, what's in it for me? How does the CPHR assist students who have no experience to get involved in this HR professional community for exposure and networking and hopefully eventually jobs?
Right, so that's a fair question. So we have a number of volunteering opportunities throughout the association and offer ways to students to get involved and meet and work with other professionals. We invite students to take part of our programs that are specifically focused on student needs, as would be a mentorship program that is offered through a group mentorship option, so there is less pressure for students. We also have a walk and talk program, which allows to meet one-on-one with a senior HR leader and discuss what they're looking for in new hires and what to expect in the industry. So they're interesting, great opportunities for students to hear from HR professionals firsthand, to hear what's happening in the industry, in the profession, and be ready, eventually build their readiness for getting involved in the community through a job. We also offer a campus ambassador program, which allows students to work directly with CPHR Alberta and build a connection between the post-secondary and the student body and the association. This often includes opportunities to connect with HR leaders through Speaker Connect, event planning and networking. So basically, Campus Ambassador is meant to be the voice of students in the student community. So we're empowering the Campus Ambassador with the knowledge they need to put forward to their fellow students, so everyone can take advantage of the programs and offerings we have, and get empowered with accessing more information. And a very good one is networking, like networking through our
And I imagine, I mean, this segues perfectly into my next question, but I imagine there's so many out there going, well, except for maybe the super outgoing ones, they're so intimidated at the thought of networking with professionals who've already been working in the field. I can remember being so just like, I have this sense of having so little to offer to that conversation. So what tips do you have for students who are a bit reluctant about the networking part of it?
That's fair. I would say be prepared to ask questions ahead of time. So if you're an introvert, get ready to be out there and make the most of it. So prepare your questions in advance. The preparation keeps the conversation flowing for a better result.
Yeah.
And most importantly, be your authentic self. You can also set goals. For instance, I'm not leaving until I exchange 5 business cards. Could be a goal to get ready for a good output of or outcome of that networking, and build a network strategy that works for you. Maybe that's a one-on-one meeting or attending a group event to build connection. Everyone is different. So if you know who you are, you know how you want to be out there and what's your comfort zone. And we all know getting out of your comfort zone is a good thing.
Yes, it's a good thing. And as the term describes, it feels awkward, or it can anyway. There's just some things out of that, like that setting goals. I realized in COVID, over the course of COVID, I've kind of lost the ability to talk to strangers. So I've set goals for myself in that regard. And I mean, it totally works. And you also talked about being prepared in advance with questions. Do you have any suggestions on what some good questions are?
Yeah, so if you get ready for knowing knowing who would be in attendance, then you can get the best, right? Do a little bit of research. If you're going to an event that is a career opportunity, then know who the presenters are, know who the job connectors are. Then that's one tip that I can think. Like, do your research and be ready to make the most.
I would think, just to offer my 2 cents in that regard. I mean, if it's totally blank and you don't know in advance who's going to be there, that like a question, what organization do you work with? What are some of the HR challenges you have right now? Or what goals have you set for HR in your organization at the moment? Those would be some good ones. I really think that businesses would share on those questions, and they'd have a lot to say. If you found this encouraging, subscribe to see all the episodes and comment. Are you a student debating your CPHR membership? Why? What are those things that are sort of holding you back? Let us know in the comment section. So that was all super, super helpful. As a student who may be unemployed, can you just sort of lay out what the benefits are? You've already talked about some already, but anyway, what's the value proposition?
No, I can speak more a little bit, as an opportunity student would have to participate in the mentorship program. The reason why I want to just build a little bit on this is it is a 6-month program where students are actually paid up with industry professionals. They would be learning about challenges our HR community is facing. To your previous point on ask questions, what's in the industry? They have a unique opportunity to actually connect with someone that can share that and the unique solutions that individuals are finding to be shared. Those relationships support professional development and career growth, and as a result, raise the standards for human resources and job opportunities. As such, we also have the Walk and Talk program. Students are matched for a one-time 2-hour meeting with an industry professional to gain insights on the job market and help them make connections to employment and other learning opportunities. So that's something that we do specifically if you're unemployed and you're looking for that. And then we also do have our work integrated learning program in a form of curricular experiential education that, sorry for my pronunciation there, that formally integrates a student's academic studies with quality experience with the workplace or practice settings. So this gets a student's foot in the door for either paid or unpaid work during their studies, which gives them a high chance of gaining permanent employment after that. Yeah. So that's another way. And then we offer a various numbers of virtual networking. Again, I'm going back to the networking, just knowing how important that is. And we offer roundtable events that are great ways to learn on a variety of topics, but also provide access to many industry professionals where students have a platform to connect and network for potential job opportunities.
Right.
We also have a career center with hundreds of jobs posting, but what's most important for the students, they are resources that support resume building and interview skill development to support them as they look for employment. Go and practice.
Those mentorship programs, that interested me. Do you provide like guidelines for the mentor and the mentee in terms of the conversations and what they can discuss at the conversations and stuff like that?
Right. We do have an outline of the program that provide guidance and terms of reference for whoever wants to participate in the programs, but mostly like it's encouraging to the two individuals to what's best for them to connect. What's the reason they are connecting and they're matched? Because ultimately we want to have the perfect outcome, supporting the student and the member that is being mentored. While the mentor is also gaining a new connection, and we always learn and find new information from each other. That's right. But guidelines are created.
How does the support that CPHR offers to students differ from what we offer to regular members?
Yes, I can speak to that. Definitely, we do offer a wide variety of services to our members, but what's specific for just students, they actually get access to being part of the community to 6,000 professionals and business leaders. A student member provides a strong competitive advantage for students who want to pursue an HR career and connect with industry professionals. Being a student member gives CPHR Alberta the opportunity to officially recognize the knowledge that students gain from participating in post-secondary programs focused directly on the HR field. Being a student in one of the accredited programs gives you the advantage and the opportunity to waive the NK exam. So being placed in one of the programs that comes from an accredited institution, you're just waiving the NK exam because you gained the knowledge through the programs you took part in.
That's worth something.
which is a great advantage, right? You're taking your very first but big step towards becoming a charter member.
Yes, for sure.
Right? And
And I would, well, if I can just jump in and build on what you were saying, having a CPHR membership on your resume is a clue to employers that you're serious.
That is very right. And what I want to add, that's obviously we can support that. I don't have the metrics in front of me, but we've done definitely we'll look at the numbers like how many employers are requesting the designation, are recognizing the
Yes.
So there is definitely benefits to that. There are research around like salary surveys and trends like that. Definitely proves the importance of having the designation and how you're gaining an advantage, right? And separating yourself from other practitioners. But also in addition to what I've said about the being in an accredited program, I want to tell the students that being actually with the accreditation program being used by all member provinces of CPHR Canada, any post-secondary institution that is accredited by any member association will be recognized by other member associations, and the student will be allowed to waive the NKE. So that's not just Alberta. You study in Alberta, you move to BC, that's still applicable because we are Canada-wide.
Right.
It's right, through CPHR Canada. That is a value, so I didn't want that to be missed. But talking about programs that are specifically to students, I just want to, like I talked already about the walk and talk, but that is offered only to our students. We have the campus ambassador that I also mentioned earlier, but campus ambassadors gives the students an opportunity to grow their network, as ambassadors can grow their student network by collaborating with fellow ambassadors and presenting on campus. There is a reason why they are our ambassadors. They are presenting what the association could do for the students. So the students have full access to that information, so they can make a decision why it's valuable for them to join. And as they prepare to graduate, this program helps connect them with HR and business community. Again, the importance of networking, right?
Yeah, networking.
Right.
Networking.
That's right. And then I just want to add that the student members also have access to the work integrated learning program that would gain them access to practicum, clinical experience, field placements, co-op programs, applied research, and all the other benefits of being part of this program. So CPHR Alberta definitely jump on that opportunity to make the connections between the business community and the universities supporting our students.
I guess final question here. What other advice do you have for students trying to get a job straight out of school?
Right. So one advice would be take advantage of our career services that could be supporting you with resume or interview techniques. Check out our career center that for what type of qualifications are being listed on the entry-level postings. That would give you an indication and preparing you for your job search. Utilize your networks. Many recruiters and hiring departments will share job postings on social media. Follow and reach out to those who you have made connections with, part of your network.
Right.
And see if they have or know of opportunities you will be a great candidate for.
And if they've made those mentoring connections, they can also reach out there and, like, what do you know of? And I think most people don't mind helping out. I guess I'd offer my own 2 cents. I know it feels scary or it just feels uncomfortable, but just try. I mean, even in the trying, you're going to learn something, right? And And that's valuable. And then if that goes to the next step where you learn something about a job opportunity or something else, I mean, all the better. Thanks, Ioana. That was so encouraging. I also did an episode on finding HR jobs, and the link to that is right here. Thanks for watching up there. We'll see you next time.